Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this bonus unboxing video on a Friday, that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. So for those of you who've seen my news update last night, as you can see, it did arrive, and with this unboxing video I'm going to be doing here, I've got a really, I suppose, sort of special announcement, or just I've got a huge list of thank yous that I need to do here as well. I'm going to make it a bit of a guessing game as well, but there's a huge significance with this box, and as you can see, I'm already grinning like a Cheshire cat. This is a figure that I haven't got. It is a Generation 1 figure that I haven't got, and as I say, this sort of signifies something that I don't even think that I would, in my wildest dreams, that perhaps might have been possible, if I'm being completely honest, and especially not without the help of this channel, because inside this box is, as I say, it's a figure that I definitely need, and thanks to everybody who's been watching, and again, the big list of the people I'm going to start reading out when I start to unbox this. Yeah, something crazy, this is, I can't even believe I'm saying it, has been, I suppose, achieved by myself. Although I haven't got all of the figures here yet, but with this one, this was the last figure that I needed to complete Generation 1 in its entirety. So I know that I advertised that I've got Generation 1 complete. I've got all of the Hasbro, so everything that was released by Hasbro between 1984 and I think they stopped about 1990 in mainland USA and everything like that. So I've got all them. I've had them for a few years, but my other goal, which I moved on to ages ago, and of course with this channel, was to get everything else. Now, as I say, now I haven't got them all at hand. I am still raising the funds for some of them. I am still paying people off, but basically, with all the things that I've got tied down in Canada, in Holland, in Sweden, in Japan, in America, in Netherlands, in everywhere, all these amazing people who've been saving things for me, holding on to things for me, and indeed are still holding on to things for me, I will have completed everything else. So the Takara run, so that's all of the figures from Headmasters, Scramble, any of the different ones, so Scramble City, Headmasters, Super God Master Force, Victory, Operation Combination, and Return of Convoy, the entirety of that toy line. And with the European exclusives, which is what this is as well, one of the European exclusives, so that includes the Action Master Elites, the other Action Masters that weren't released, the, you know, Slicer, Rumbler, all that sort of stuff. Basically, yeah, the entirety of the whole toy line released across all continents at the one particular time. So entirety of Generation 1 worldwide. So that's why I'm smiling quite crazily, because this one came around out of nowhere. So one of the names on here is Patrick Tarlinson. I hope I've pronounced that right. I probably haven't. From Sweden. Tarsalanian, sorry, Patrick Tars. I'm so sorry, Patrick. This came from him, and he's had this for me for about a couple of months. So what it is a European exclusive. It came out in 1991. Now, the irony of this particular figure is that it bears a strong resemblance, a very strong resemblance, to another Generation 1 figure. So some figures had additional releases later on in the Generation 1 toy line, and they were sort of reinvented, shall we say, later on in the same toy line. This is one of them figures that did not appear as G1.5. It did not appear as Generation 1.2. It literally was, as I say, European, I think just European exclusive. I don't think it came out in the Scandinavian countries. I just didn't see it. Now, I know he's double boxed this, which is brilliant. Yeah, it's double boxed in there. So as I was saying, so the irony of irony with this figure is that it's got a strong resemblance to one of the figures. He's double boxed it brilliantly. That was, funnily enough, it was never released in Europe anyway, which again is the curse of the UK. So you'll probably be quite surprised if you didn't know this figure was released in Europe anyway. And then we go and get a European exclusive other version of him. Right, now I need to be super careful because he's wrote my address and everything all on the front of this. There we go, this is Patrick, that's who it's come from. So Patrick Tarsalanian, a huge thank you to him. So yeah, so this basically was the last piece that I needed, because anybody who's jumped on board with the lives with me, things like that, Pete, you know you love it, he's always asked loads of questions, and I've tried, I don't like to lie, I never lie, so he's asked me if I've got a figure, and I've got a figure, or it's on its way. So as I say, so with the figures that I got tied up, thanks to Neil Rockburn, thanks to Bryce Rutledge, thanks to Lindo, Chuck Lou, Loads of other people. Again, I've got a huge list here. In fact, I might as well start saying them. So no, I'll say that afterwards. So thanks to all these people I've been buying figures from. Thanks to people like Brandon Kirk, who's been buying figures from me. They've been able, and you guys have made it able, because it's true. Because without this channel, without the fact that you guys watch it, share it, like it or whatever, I get people who contact me and they've pretty much never seen a video. They just say, oh, my friend says he watches you on this channel. I've got this particular figure. Do you need it? And literally that's what people do. So I've been, again, insanely lucky. And I'm just so blessed, so thrilled, so I don't even know what to say. Overwhelmed is probably the best word, that you guys have made this possible. So yeah, so he said, do you still need this one figure? And I was like, I do need this one figure. But again, no funds. But of course, TF Nation was 2 weeks ago. So anyway, he was holding on to it for me. And yeah, so again, I went to TF Nation. I obviously you guys don't want to see me selling all my figures. That's not what you want to see. You want to see what TF Nation is about. But what I did, I sold some figures and it's funded this. And so back to this, 1991, based on a figure that was already released. This isn't boxed, this isn't carded, this is a loose version. It's got a gimmick. It's got a gimmick, it needs a gimmick. Really scarce. There was 2 Autobots and there was 2 Decepticons. And the name of this is very similar to, again, the original Generation 1 figure that this was based on. Although it's not his name, and he does look quite a bit like it. Here's another massive clue for opening it. So this is the other Autobot companion to what Adam Graham, I need to write his name on here as well. Adam Graham, bless his heart, brought me for my 5k thank you, for my 4k thank you. So Adam Graham is going on here before I forget, because I'm going to read all this out in a minute. And yeah, so for those of you who watch that, I've already got the 2 Decepticon ones. I've already got another 2 of the Decepticon ones that Neil Rockman's holding on for me, which he brought. I gave him the money and he brought it for me ages ago. I'm just going to ship everything over at once. So it's the other version, so the other Autobot to this. So this guy is Windmill. So I can't say he doesn't transform. Now, normal Action Masters don't transform, but this guy does. And there's his tank. So this guy's 100% complete. And the gimmick works, because he sent me a video of it working. Does anybody know yet? Has anybody guessed? Anybody know the name? Or is it people thinking, I know what it is, but I don't really know. And this is, again, is a brilliant example. Funnily enough, I had this in my watch list for months and months and months. G1 Jim, UK eBay seller, was selling this. And I don't even know why I didn't pull the trigger. Why I didn't pull the trigger, I have no idea. Because I probably was wanting to trade off all the Takara stuff, and I just thought I'll keep it there. No one's interested in it. And it went straight away. And Patrick, bless him, has sold me his. How nice of him is that? So this is Omega Supreme. So this is the Action Master Omega Supreme, completely complete, with a mini transforming gimmick in it. I'm going to be super careful. I'm not going to really, if I can show you, can we see it doing? See, it's got a little gimmick. It all works. It's working fantastic. And yeah, this is, I can't believe it. Although they're not all in my hand, all in my possession, this was the last figure that I needed. I haven't got the book. Typically, I've always got that book at hand. Always got that book that's been the best but the worst bane of my life since I found it. So I can honestly say, and this is why I'm excited, because I get to do what I want to do now. That's been one of the biggest goals of this channel. I can now video document for you guys for free, because it's all free, because it's all this channel that you don't pay for Patreon, don't pay for any of that. Every single figure for Generation 1 that was released between 1984 and 1992 across all continents. So all of the exclusives in Japan, Europe, everything. I've got them all right here. So I've got them all. They're not all right here. This was the last one. The rest are all coming. Hence, I'm doing the NEC. I'm selling a load of figures at the NEC in the UK. I sell a load of figures via the membership I've got on here as well, that people who are interested and want to buy some of my doubles. So I can't wait. I can literally video document it all, get them all up on here. It can be exactly what I want it to be. This can be a reference point for anybody who wants to see or know about any Generation 1 figure that was ever built. Of course, I do new figures as well. I'm still doing new figures. I've just done the records. I've got even more to do, but my Generation 1 goal is complete. So I have to thank all these people, and there's so many more. And it's only right to do this because, again, you guys are just as important. I'm coming up to everybody who's watching this in a minute. Transformers UK Collector, Phil at Robot Recruits, Matt Barrett, Chuck Lou, Paul Hitchens at Spacebridge, Tim Banerjee the Magician, Matthias Zacharis, Emo Demar, Ferdy Labrie, Hans van den Aken, Patrick Seaby, Neil Rockman, Bryce Rutledge, Lindo. Most of these guys you will see on the selling pages on Facebook, or if you read anything on TF Source. These guys are legends. They've all helped me out so much. Lindo, Brandon Kirk, Patrick Tosselanian, Gerald Cummings, channel members, as in on this channel members, because you guys have jumped on board and already, as I say, I can use the teeny bits of funds that you guys are supporting the channel with to complete the rest of this collection. Huge thank you to everybody who's jumped on board already, considering I've not even properly advertised it. Rudy Suzu, Kato, Patriot Primes, Transformers The Show, Guillermo from and everybody. So Ronald Kaufman, everybody at the Transformers Minibot group on Facebook. If you didn't know that existed, check it out. It's amazing. Vector Sigma Reviews, Collector 75, Adam Graham, Bumble Jumper, and again, you guys have made this the most incredible 2.5 year journey I've ever had. As I say, I'm way ahead of schedule. Maybe not schedule. I never even thought I'd be able to do this. I never thought it was actually possible. It was always just a pipe dream. It was something I was chipping away bit by bit. But this figure and this one from Adam, and when the rest come over from America and wherever else, everybody's holding them on to me. I've got the lot. And yeah, can't wait to share it with you. It's all about you guys. I just love doing this. I think it's one of the best things that have come out of lockdown for me. Meeting you guys, meeting people in real life, meeting you guys on here, and now I'm proper doing like a silly acceptance speech at the Oscars. So I'm warbling and going on at the end, but I just really want to know that I massively appreciate all of it. And I can't believe how much it's grown and how much it's growing. And again, thank you ever so much. I'm going to stop there because I've gone on way too long. Huge thanks, guys. Take care. Thanks for watching. Like and comment. And don't forget to subscribe.